We'll be quickly revising the other civil uprisings in this video, and this will be covering through the Ghatna Chakra of history, the pointers edition of the Ghatna Chakra. So let's start with it. The upheaval that took in Bengal immediately after revolt of 1857 was Indigo Revolt. Now, the Rebellion was about the peasants not wanting to grow indigo but being forced to grow at a price that was unacceptable. Now, the Banaras rebellion against the Britishers was led by Raja Chet Singh, the author of Neel Darpan, a book written on the miserable condition of indigo farmers, is Deen Bandhu Mitra. The composer of the song Vande Matram was Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. The theme of novel Anand Mat is based on the Sannyasi revolt. The purpose of Baryatal resistance in Munger was demand of Baksh land restoration. Chief center of Wahhabi movement during 19th century was Patna. Kukka movement was organized by Guru Ram Singh of Kukka movement was founded in which state? Punjab. The Pagalpanthi rebellion was indeed a rebellion of the Garos. The Pagalpanth was founded by Karam Shah. With reference to Santhul Hul of 1855, the state which of the following statements are correct? These statements are actually correct. Major Baros lost the battle with Santals near Bhagalpur. Goko was an important leader of Godda. Mahajan Deen Dayal Rai is an important name in this context. The leader of Farezi rebellion was Dadu Miya, Duddu Miya. The Farizis were followers of Haji Shariatullah. The Farizi movement was started by Haji Shariatullah. Velu Thampi was a rebellion against the Britishers in the state of Kerala. Ramosi Krishak Jatha in Maharashtra was founded by Basudev Balwant Phadke. The correct geographical location for Ramosi uprising was Western Ghats. The center of Gadkari rebellion was Kolhapur. Trace the tribal that rebelled against Britishers because of human sacrifice system was banned. Answer is Kond. Now, the Kol revolt of 1831 to 32 was led by Buddhu Bhagat. Kol mutiny of 1831 under Buddhu Bhagat took place in Singhbhum district. Now, the Waghera uprising happened in Baroda region. Uprising against British colonial power in India prior to 1857 in various parts of the country in the correct chronological order is Sepoy Mutiny first at Vellore 1806, then is the Kutch Rebellion during 1819 to 31, then is the Kol Uprising 1831 to 1832, and then is the Santhal Rising from 1855 to 56. Now, after Santhal Uprising, these measures were taken by the colonial government. The territories called Santhal Parganas were created, and it became illegal for Santhals to transfer their land to a non-Santhal. A correct statement regarding certain revolts are Ganjam revolt occurred from 1880 to 1805 AD, and Ganjam revolt was led by Dhananjay. Now, the revolt of Gumsur was led by Shrikar Banja. Now, the correctly matched pairs are Santhal Rebellion 1855, Kol Rebellion 1831, Khasi Rebellion 1829, Ahom Rebellion 1828. Now, revolt of Santhals were led by Sidhu Kanu and Chand Bhairav. The Santhal Pargana region was called in the ancient times by the name of Narikhand, also Kirikat. British commander who was defeated by Santhals in 1855 was Major Burrow. The correctly matched pairs are tribes and state, Santhals from Jharkhand, Todda from Tamil Nadu, Jarawas from Andaman and Nicobar. Lasodia movement for social reforms again amongst the Bhil of Mewar, Bagar and nearby regions was launched by Govind Giri. Mundas rose in rebellion in 1899 AD. Ulugalan revolt was related to Birsa Munda. With reference to the history of India, Ulugalan of the Great Tumult is description of this event Um, it is basically the Birsa Munda's revolt of 1899 and 1900. Now, the rebellion and the year in which they occurred. Ahom occurred in 1828, Kol occurred in 1831 to 32, Kolis revolted in the year of 1784 to 85, and the Chor revolt happened in 1768. Now, tribal leaders who is known as Dharti Aba, that is father of the world, is Birsa Munda. Now, the working area of Birsa Munda was expanded from Ranchi to Bhagalpur. The word Adivasi was used for the first time with to reference to tribal people by Thakkar Bappa. The common factor for tribal insurrection in India in the 19th century was complete disruption of the old agrarian order of tribal communities. This is quite doubtful. It will completely depend. First of all, the word complete is here, and second of all, it will depend on what the options are. So, to answer this question, it will be highly dependent on what the other options are. Moving on, the whole revolt or Hose revolt took place during 1820 to 21 AD. Kaiwar tribal movement occurred in 1874 AD. The leaders of some anti-British revolts in Sambalpur was Surendra Sai. The correct chronological sequence of events are Santhal Rebellion, then is the Mutiny of Sepoys, then is the Indigo Revolt, and then is the Deccan Riots. Now, revolt and the year is Bengal Indigo Revolt 1859 to 60, Pabna Peasant Revolt from 1873 to 76, Mopla Rebellion in 1921, and Tebag Movement in 1946 to 47. Now, the correct match is Mopla Revolt to Kerala, Pabna Revolt to Bengal, Ikka Movement in Awadh, and Birsa Munda Revolt in Bihar. The Mopla Revolt broke out in the year 1921. The correct matched list is Movement versus the year, Pabna Rebellion in the year of 1873 to 85, Ekka Movement 1921 to 1922, Santhal Rebellion 1855 to 56, Tana Bhagat Movement in 1941. Thing to note is that peasants were given the right on land in 1885 through Bengal Tenancy Act, which was a major demand of Pabna Rebellion. This movement was at its peak during 1873 and 76. After that, it was just a legal dispute. The correctly matched list, the movement versus the year, Rampa Rebellion in 1879 to 80, Pabna Peasant Revolt in 1873 to 76, Bengal Indigo Revolt in 1859 to 60, and Jaintia Rebellion in 1860 to 63. Now, the immediate cause of Deccan riots of 1875 were the shadow of a famine, high interest charged by Mahajans. Now, Mopla Revolt of 1921 took place in Kerala. With reference to the revolt in British India, people known as Kalar belonged in this region among Kolhapur, Midnapur, Madurai, and Rangpur. So, Kalars belonged to Madurai region. The correctly matched list is Barakpur Mutiny, occurred in November 1824, Behrampur Revolt, February 1857, Santhal Revolt, 1855 to 56, Vellore Mutiny, July 1806. Now, the correct matched list is Sannyasi Revolt, 1763 to 1800, Coal Uprising, 1831 to 32, Indigo Revolt, 1859 to 60, and Deccan agriculturalist riots of 1875, also Birsa Munda uprising of 1899 to 1900. Now, Bhil revolted against the British in MP and Maharashtra. The correct match sequence of revolt versus the associated person is Mundas are associated with Birsa Munda. Santhal revolt was with Khanu, and Home revolt was with Khomdar Kanwar. Tana Bhagat movement was with Jatra Bhagat and Turiya Bhagat. Now, Jyotirao Orao started the Tana Bhagat movement in the year 1914. The correctly matched pairs are Kukki Revolt of 1971 to 19, Manipur and Tripura, Kukka Revolt in Punjab, Pabna revolt in Bengal in the year 1873 to 76. Kukka revolt was in 1840 to 72. Birsa Munda revolt from 1899 to 1900 in the state of Bihar, now present day Jharkhand. Now Chor revolt in West Bengal in the year 1768. The first tribal who was inspired by Mahatma Gandhi and his ideology was Joda Nag. That'll be all for this video. We'll be covering development of education and modern India in the next one. Thank you.